We've brought this guy up on the show a lot, but we keep referring back to this, to star of Lillehammer, one of the Soprano stars, and one of the lead guitarists in the E Street Band, Stevie Van Zandt. But he wrote that great piece for Huffington Post that we keep referring to. Wrote it back in December, all about what's really wrong with America. And the question then is, and that I want to get from you, because Steve Van Zandt talks about it, is, so what is Obama supposed to do? I mean, we know we want the super PAC money to go away, but what's the point of having $10 million? Like, what should he do? Should that number be 300 million? Should he be raising money?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, like, some people have started calling me a hypocrite on that. I'm like, look, you don't get it. I wish there was a planet with no nuclear weapons, right? That doesn't mean I think the U.S. should get rid of all of its nuclear weapons tomorrow, right? I mean, it's pretty easy. I don't know why it's so hard to understand.
If you're managing in the American League and you think, I hate the DH, you're not going to let your pitcher hit.
That's even a better analogy. Yeah. I love that analogy.
So here's Stephen Van Zandt, and this is because he talks about, you know, his theme is again, not Citizens United. Go back 1976, Buckley versus Valeo, again, that horrible Supreme Court decision. And he writes here, and it's just a great way to put it. He writes, I, the undersigned, pledge to overturn Buckley versus Valeo. This is what he wants everybody to sign, right? Whether you're running for office or not. I, the undersigned, pledge to overturn Buckley versus Valeo and eliminate all private finance from the electoral process, thusly restoring America to its democratic principles. Continuing, and then he points out, I may take corporate PAC, super PAC, or Chinese money to get elected or re-elect him, and martyrdom accomplishes nothing, but upon my election, I'll make campaign finance elimination one of my immediate top priorities.
Now, at the minute I read that, I thought Steve Van Zandt is incredibly bright, understands this better than 99% of the pundits on television and newspapers, etc., for two reasons. Well, maybe even three reasons. One is he understands the real root of the problem is Buckley v. Valeo, not Citizens United. Citizens United just put Buckley on steroids. Right. But we had our system and our democracy was lost already because of the corrosive effect of Buckley v. Valeo, where they said money equals speech, and then soon thereafter they said corporations have speech rights in Bilotti, right? So he's 100% right in assessing the problem. Number two, he's right in saying, what, are you stupid? Well, like, you know, and I love that Buddy Roemer tried, but I knew immediately that it was going to fail when he said, I'm not going to take donations over $100 and I'm going to run for president. I was like, Buddy, I love you, but good luck to you, brother. And he's now dropped out after trying 3 different parties, right? It's just not the way that it works today. But the third thing, which is the best part is, even though I do this, it must be my immediate top priority as soon as I win to get that money out of politics. Otherwise, we are forever screwed. I mean, look at how corrupt this system is, and look at how the only thing that anybody focuses on, including us, because we have to as we cover realistically what happens in politics, is money. The whole race is who's going to raise more money. Think about how sick that is. We've all gotten used to it, so we've kind of forgotten how sick it is. But the race for president is based on who can raise the most amount of money from the richest people in the country. Now, is it any surprise that the laws are now set in favor of the richest people in the country and against the rest of us? Of course it's not a surprise. Anybody, you put an 8-year-old and he'd be like, well, obviously, I mean, I know that 2 + 2 = 4. You showed me that you got 2 and you got 2. Obviously it's 4, right? If the only thing and the most important thing is the race for the money, and the guys giving you the money are going to be the most powerful people in the country. Obviously. And what Steve Van Zandt is saying, rightfully, and Bruce Springsteen says it too, and all of us fighting the same fight say it too, which is that money in politics is the only issue that matters.